Okay, so this is my lot. You're in Los Alamos County, New Mexico. New Mexico, people sometimes forget we're a state. We're south of Colorado and between Arizona and Texas, and on the south we're bordered by Mexico. Los Alamos is famous for the Manhattan Project. Our community started in World War II to develop atomic weapons. And we're on mesa tops. So where I am, if the mountains you see back there in the background, that's the Jemez Mountains. If you went to the top of that hill, there's a huge caldera, a big valley on the other side where a volcano blew up 1,000,000 years ago. What you're seeing is the county has about 100 lots. They rent mostly to horse owners. This is my lot. I've got 11 goats, a llama, I don't know how many chickens, and 1 duck. That's my old pickup truck. And then if you look this way, it's not so clear this morning, but on the other side of the valley are the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Those are the end of the Rocky Mountain chain, which starts up in Colorado. And those are the mountains, if you go skiing in Santa Fe, you're going to ski on those mountains. So I'll tell you a little bit about my goats. When my younger son was 12, he decided that he wanted to show goats. So if you know anything about 4-H and you go to a county or state fair, you're going to see kids showing meat goats and you're going to see them showing dairy goats. And if you show a meat goat, the kid gets the goat in the winter, early spring, raises it, takes it to the fair, shows it, and then they sell it at auction. Kid gets a check and the kid goes home. If you have a dairy goat, you breed your dairy goat in the winter. 5 months later, she has a kid, and then you take your dairy goat to the county state fair, and then you bring her back, and at the end of the fair, you bring her back home, and you breed her and show her again next year. So since we're softies, we went with the dairy goat route. So I'll tell you a little bit more about goats in a minute. Over here, these 2 guys, this is Sheepy Girl and Chappelle. They are Navajo churro sheep. When the Spaniards came out to this area in the southwest, they brought sheep with them. The Navajo brought these into their culture. If you see a Navajo wool rug, it's from churro sheep. This is Sheepy Girl, and that's her grandson, Chappelle. I think Sheepy Girl's probably 6 or 7, Chappelle's about 3. They're scheduled to get their hair cut, their wool sheared on, I think it's June 11th. And I'll tell you about that because I'm going to talk to you about my llama getting shorn. Okay, so my 11 goats, let me tell you a little bit more about my son. So he showed goats, and then when he was a senior in high school, he went to the New Mexico State Fair. He said he was done, and I ended up liking it more than he did, and so I've kept it up. What my interests are is I just enjoy the shows. I'm trying to breed a better show goat. Some of my friends are into milk production. Some of them have soap making businesses. Some of them breed a lot of goats for showing and selling. Anyway, so I've got 11, and 5 are fixed males, and they're just pets, and they're spoiled rotten. They say when a male goat is 6, they say he's a wether. Oh, now we got a little action going on here. I'll tell you about that story. Quit. So anyway, so these girls, these are the Oberhausley breed, and they're a large dairy goat. They're on the smaller side of the large dairy goats. And so this is Hooligan, and I bought her from a lady up in Colorado, Jill Womble. Heaven's Hollow has beautiful goats. And that's her doeling, Helenium, there beside her. And then this is her buckling, Halifax. You see Halifax? My idea with him, I banded him, made him a wether. So my idea, I'd really like to see if I can make him a pack goat. people use goats for packing. They say a pack goat that they can carry about a quarter of their weight. I figure he's going to be at least 160 pounds, if not more. So I figure 40 pounds, we'll see. He should be a pretty good guy to go with you because I walk him every morning, so he knows to hang out with people. And if you got a peanut butter pretzel in your pocket, he's going to follow you anywhere. Okay, my other breed of goat. Oh, here you go. You can see my two. These are my two Nigerian dwarf goat girls. That's Buttercup on the left, and that's Iris Inez on the right. Iris Inez, I just went up to Colorado yesterday and picked her up. She spent some time with a buck up there, hoping she's pregnant. Took her up there in March, and right when the COVID started, so I couldn't go get her until yesterday because my workplace had restrictions about traveling out of state. But anyway, so Iris Inez, she has, that Buttercup is her grandmother. So I can tell you the story on all these goats. So the first goat we got was, where is he? Is Billy. There he is. So Billy's a Nigerian dwarf. We got him in 2012. He was a baby. If I'm going to go to a school to show a goat, if I'm going to take a goat out in public, Billy's my guy I take. If you're a goat person and you're looking at this, please forgive me for the fatness of all my goats. But I tell people, weathered male goats are like teenage boys who've smoked too much pot. It's all about the food. These two guys in front are Allegheny and Iredell. I named my male goats after counties in North Carolina. That's where I'm from. I tell my husband there's 100 counties in North Carolina, so I got about 90 more to go. Anyway, those are Iris Inez babies, and I've thought about selling them, but I just like them, and so I just hang out with them. Okay, so let's see. So after we got Billy and Marigold. Marigold we sold 2 years ago, but we kept Billy. And then I'm very picky about who I sell my goats to. When I took this goat up to Colorado, I told my husband if I didn't like this lady's place, I was just driving by. And I got there, and it was this beautiful farm along the river, and I'm like, can I stay? But anyway, so that's where Marigold is now. She's doing well. And then, let's see, so then the next goat we got Buttercup. We bought her. She is from Two End Ranch, the Nady family down in New Mexico. We actually met that family at the state fair. Buttercup has had several babies, but Buttercup is now 10 years old, so I'm not breeding her anymore. She's my sweet girl. She has arthritis, so she takes medicine 3 days a month to do with that, but she's a sweet girl. Let's see, then after that, so when Colin was showing Buttercup at the state fair and Marigold, he was there, and it was him and a couple of girls, and they all had large goats, and he said he needed a more manly goat. So we bought Voodoo. And Voodoo, there's my girl. That's Miss Voodoo. Hi, Voodoo. Wanna give me a kiss? No. That's my sweet girl. Voodoo is my favorite goat. Voodoo's 10. I don't plan to breed her again. Hey, baby. Yeah, I see you. I know you want a pretzel. I'll give you one later. So that's Miss Voodoo. And then Voodoo, I've bred her a couple of times. She had a male. We sold him. And then she had Azalea May. Azalea May is 2. She is a spoiled rotten. I tried to artificially inseminate her last year. If you really want to get me on a roll, start talking to me about doing that. It wasn't successful, so we're going to try again next fall. I'm optimistic. Okay, so let's see. Voodoo, who else is there left? Let's see. The most famous of my goats is Cooper. Come on, Buttercup. Yeah, this is Buttercup. The goats follow Buttercup and Voodoo, so if I can get them going where I need to go, we're good.